Hi there. Hey, I'm going to review my all-time favorite precision tool kit. And I own 3 of them. And why do I own 3 of them? Well, for one, they're the best on the market, bar none. And 2, because my friends are always borrowing them. I got the first set, and I was fixing things like taking cell phone batteries out, putting fans in my laptop computer, and all that stuff. Well, my friends caught on and started asking me to do it. So I got a second set, and I kept it here, and I loaned some of the tools out. And then they began migrating to their houses, and I didn't get them back. So with the holidays coming up, I had a great idea. I am going to get my friends a set of these. It takes care of my Christmas gift, and it keeps them from pilfering my tools. Okay, here we go. First, it comes in this really nice box. They call it 153 in 1, and I believe then the 1 is the case. Why would they mention the case? Because look at it. It is rock solid. It's small, it's compact, it won't come apart, and look, I can drop it, and you say, well, why is that important? That's not a big deal. I open it up like this, and you can see all these hundreds of pieces in there to do the work. But what if I just went, oh no. Now imagine dropping 150 pieces this big all over the floor and you lose them. Not with this. Look at that. They're all in place. No matter what I do, they stay in place. But that doesn't mean that they're so in place so hard you can't get them out. Look, they come right out just like this. There's no problem at all. Okay, let me show you a little bit about this. I am so happy with it. First of all, this is the body of it, the main piece, and it's a screwdriver where all the little pieces fit in here. But what makes it special is that instead of a regular screwdriver, you know how you have to keep going like this. This has got a top on it that spins like this. So you can set that right here on your hand, and one-handed, you can just turn it like this and take screws out or put them in without using your other hand and without taking a chance of losing them. Watch how easy this is. I take any piece just like this, stick it in here like this, and then you can watch if I just do it one hand right here and turn it. Can you see that turning right there on the end? So I can take things out and use my other hand to hold things. It's really a wonderful idea. And all these different pieces, there are so many. What makes these really, really nice to use on cell phones and so on is that the industry got wise, that people are starting to learn how to change their own batteries and take things apart, and I put new memory cards in and that sort of thing. So what they did is they changed the screws and the fasteners inside these so that none of your tools would work. No kidding. And STREBITO, way ahead of the game, made sets of tools to keep up with all those changes. For example, this is a Torx head. As you can see, I hope it's in focus, it looks like a little star. And those are very strong and very good to use. So what did the industry do? They put a little protrusion out of the top of the screw so that wouldn't fit in. Well, STREBITO came up with the idea of taking this, and you can see the little hole in the center of it. So it slides right over that protrusion and removes the screw. And the same with all these others. I won't bother to name them all, but I'm telling you, there are hex wrenches and slot screws and Phillips screws and spanners. You know, you don't see very many of those, but there are some cases. Listen, last week, somebody gave me a hairdryer and it had a GFI outlet on it, and it wasn't working. And to get it apart, you had to have a triangular shaped screwdriver. Yeah, imagine that. Well, I got one right here, and it really, really works. So I got that fixed. Okay, all the tools you get, plus all this. You get a little suction cup to hold things down if you need to while you're working. And right here is a little screw tray. And this screw tray is made to hold, you can hardly see that, it's so small, but look, it's magnetic. And that way you won't lose things, just like that. And if that's not enough, and you need to measure what it is, they give you this. It's a little magnetic card, and the pieces will fit right on there like that and be ready for you, so you won't lose them. Okay, well, there's this. This is a flex extension, and this fits on here too, just like this. And then you can put all the pieces in here. And by the way, here is a little magnet. So if you were to lose something, you know, you can take this and just touch it right there and pick it up. Let me show you that again. It's that magnet is nice and strong. Can you see that? Right there it is. Yeah. And there are nut drivers here for all different sizes. And if that's not enough, they give you even a set of tweezers. And these tweezers are very tiny, and they're so good for taking out SIM cards out of cell phones, for example. Now, suppose you ran into something that was really too tough for your fingers to turn it. That can happen. They even thought to give you this adapter, and it fits right onto a standard drill here. And then any one of these will fit onto that. And now if you need a little more power, you can do it that way. I'm telling you, these guys really are heads up and way ahead of everybody else in the industry. Okay, what I want to show you though, lastly, there are these. These are pry bars, and they're used for taking things like cell phones apart and so on. And then in here, they keep what they call picks, because they look like little guitar picks, and they're for opening the cases. Let me show you real quickly how that works. You just take something like this, and you would find a place where you can stick it in, usually on a corner, and then pry it apart. Then you take your pick and you slide it in where you've opened it, and like that, and you can pull the back up. Works the same way on your cell phone. And I will show you right here. I've got little screws right in here, and how I can get those out. We just have to find the right screwdriver, and that one looks like it'll fit fine. Watch, I'll just put it in here, held magnetically. I'll take it right here, I'll put it on. There we are. Now one-handed, I've got it like this, and I'll just turn it like this. And there's, I don't know if you can see that, I'll put it on this mat right here, except it's brass. And there's the screw. No, I guess it's not brass. It held. Okay, and put it back in. It's just that simple. But I'm making this awfully long, and I don't want to do that. I'm telling you, this set right here is strong, comfortable, will fit anywhere, will last a lifetime, and makes a great gift, and will do all your computer work, your cell phones, you name it. It's made just for those purposes. You can get it on Amazon, and it's not expensive. So once again, I'm going to thank you for watching my video.